My name is Gregory Hamilton, and this is day 68 of doing the Highway to Heaven in 88 steps. And we just keep going forward, doing the same thing. What is it that I want to do with my God-given life? And what is it that God wants me to do with my God-given life? And when we start doing these type of things, we realize that we ourselves might not have had a lot of focus and intentions with our life in the past, or sometimes even throughout our day, how we're constantly catching ourselves. Oh, wait a minute, I'd rather do this kind of a thought process of an intention so that I can have a better outcome. Blame, pointing, judging, reasons, all those things, right? I mean, they're kind of, that's for the employee to worry about. We get the solutions. We're problem solvers. And when that type of thing happens, you see that maybe because of ourselves being that way in the past and that we're trying to do it, that maybe the people that we're hanging out with or around or grew up with or work with or whatever the case is might not be doing notebooks themselves. And it's that birds of a feather flock together. You know, surfers don't go and hang out on top of mountaintops or on frozen lakes. Surfers hang out at the beach. And so if you're doing your thing of doing your notebook and your intentions, and you're doing this thing that you're adding to yourself, and you keep adding to yourself, okay, you're going to start to see that others might have a little bit of their own intentions. And they might say things like, hey man, cut your hair and stop surfing and get a job. Okay, but those same people are the ones that are in the freeway that someone else made, and they're all in their cars and they're all trying to get to the exact same spot, and they're bumper to bumper and they're honking their horns and they're all doing someone else's highway. And then you look on the other side of the road, there's somebody with a car and a surfboard on the top, and they're going in the opposite direction with no traffic. And they're listening to the music, and they're not drinking a Starbucks. And they're not sitting on their couch going, wow, that was a long day at work. Okay, so you're not going to fit in. And people are going to not like you not fitting in. Because who wants to go to work when that guy or girl is going to the beach? And you say, well, I'm just living my dream, man. And they're like, no, your dream is about getting money so that you can get a bunch of money so that you could go live your dream. And you're like, I know. I already know that. Living your dream, right? That's the end result, right? Is that not the end result? I mean, what are we doing the notebook for? What is the notebook for? Why would anybody sit there and apply a brick anywhere in their life with an intention without understanding the fact you're trying to live your life the way God would want you to live your life? And that is by doing your potential. And when you live your potential, those doors open up. It's just, once again, as we talked about, you can't, who would know? Who would have known? Well, God did. And that's why he's made you different. And that's why he's made you unique. And that's why it's so important to really, really, really find your highway so that it's not crowded and you chasing someone else's carrot, breathing their tailpipes. Now we all have to do a rat race. You know, we're all creatures. But since we're creatures, we can maybe then go into the ocean and play in two different type of worlds at the same time. So, how's that new book of yours coming along? I know your notebook's getting open and the pages are there, but I hope you have a new notebook that sits there right next to your other notebook. All right, well, God bless, and I pray for you, and I pray for America.